Listen, I told you last week that you were shooting too much ammo. You done shot up all the ammo, and now you can't go and bomb no more over in Iraq because you done used up all the ammo. Poor war management. Shouldn't have been waging war in the first place, but now you over there fighting the war and done used up all the ammunition, so if somebody else want to come over here and Russia talking about, man, they might be ready to try them. This might be the time to try them, but your butt done spin up all the ammo. And now you on TV hollering. You wasn't supposed to say that. Don't say, who told that? You gonna get another one, but I don't want to talk to you, man. I'm sick of you. That ain't why I'm here. I want to talk to you. And I just want to know, you ready?
I'm boss. I'm boast. Unafraid of the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the butt naked truth. Get ready for hell, that speaks.
Yeah. See, I want to talk, man, and I want to know if you're ready for this conversation. Cause we got to quit selling ourselves short. We got to understand that our being is just as valuable as anybody else's being, and if you threaten our being, then you have threatened your being. And if you're looking at the situation to be looked at, you see right here in Indianapolis, Indiana, that they done shot, well, yeah, they shot and killed Dallas. Jet. They killed him. And when it came out, I said when and they was talking about how I said it don't smell right to me. Something ain't right. And then as the story progressed, we find out that the story ain't right, and it reminds me of Denzel. When he was playing in Training Days. And they sat down in the room after they done shot somebody talking about, let's quarterback this. And as they're quarterbacking it, like I say, it makes me think of that's what they're doing at IMPD. I'm not saying that that's what they're doing, but I am saying it looks like it. Who's quarterbacking that thing? The death of Dallas Jet, IMPD, and questions that I have for IMPD. They got to be answered. Beloved, I'm talking to you. We got to have a conversation. My family, my community, my people. We got to be talking to each other. And like I said, that scene in Training Day, it's been on my mind when you're talking about what's going on with Dallas. What is happening? You know what happened? Denzel and the other police officers done went in and stole some drugs. They sitting in the room. They said, now we got to make this look like we came in here and was attacked and defended ourselves, so that they won't understand that it was a drug. It wasn't a drug bust. They said it was a drug heist. So they sat down and you do this, you do that. Who fired first? And in this, they was making sure all the police officer shoot another police officer to really give it credit. Give me that first image. Who's quarterbacking the story, Kendall? Who's quarterback? Now hear me clearly. I'm not saying the training days is what's happening in Indianapolis. I'm not saying that's what's not happening. And I'm not accusing any individual officer of conspiring to falsify evidence. I am saying it looks like it. When the official story changes, when one version is announced before all the evidence has been examined, when an officer may review body camera footage before providing her statement, what's that got to do with the people, the family, seeing the video, seeing the footage? Why did she have to look at it? When you made the decision that you was going to let the family look at the video, she hadn't seen it then. Why she got to see it now? Give the family the complete evidence and do it now. Kendall, what are y'all doing? We're asking. Who's quarterbacking this thing? Is it you? And more importantly, are the facts determining the story? Or is the story getting ahead of the facts? And Kendall, you told me that in your text. You told me that folks came in and the information came in, and everybody looked at the information and made some assumptions that were not true. Those are your words. Why are you assuming that makes that if you assuming stuff, then that means you making stuff up. You come out and you tell us, the police encountered 20-year-old Dallas and a woman. Gunfire followed. Dallas was shot by the police. He later died. 2 IMPD officers were injured. And almost immediately the public was given a very definite explanation. You, Kendall, you said during the encounter, the male, Dallas, fired shots, striking 2 IMPD officers. You, Kendall, said at least 3 officers returned fire and struck Dallas. That's the statement established as your narrative. Dallas fired. Dallas shot 2 officers. Police returned fire. Dallas died. Plain, simple, clear, definitive. But you know that wasn't right, man. Or we now know that wasn't right. The evidence still has something to say. Give me image 2. Then your old girl, Tanya, old Chief Terry, gets out there and reinforces the seriousness of that account. She said officers had shown up to protect someone in need and had been met with violence. Even old Joe, Smokey Joe, Hogg said he spoke about the violence against police. All of you, city county council leadership, issued statements about officers being struck by gunfire. The message traveled like a snowball falling down the snow-covered hill. But the man was dead. Dallas was dead. And before the complete body camera footage has been publicly examined, millions of people could already understand the story as you told it. Dallas Chick attacked the police. That is why language matters, because we know better. We know that that's not the case. Because on July 30th, and suddenly, that whole narrative got kicked in the butt. you announced that investigators preliminarily believed that one of those who wounded officers had actually been shot by another officer's gunfire. That's the cop done shot himself. And now you can't even come and you say that okay, Dallas's gun, we found the gun on Dallas. But our officer, it looks like one of our officers shot another officer. How in the hell did that happen? And you done come out here and said that Dallas done shot everybody. That wasn't himself. There's something wrong with that, Denzel. You made that up, not Denzel, Kendall. One of them Dales. The one here in Indianapolis, Kendall. You made that stuff up, man. That's that assumption that you was talking about. Our officers wouldn't shoot each other, but in reality they did. The evidence says they shot each other. My Lord. They shot each other. And because they shot each other, that means that the first story that you put out there about Dallas shooting them both, that's incorrect, man. That's not right. One of the officers was shot by your own officer. Give me image 3. And now you got the family concerned, and rightfully so. And that don't necessarily that someone automatically done told a lie. But it looks like it. A chaotic gun battle. I know when you're in battle, you understand what I'm saying? You can think things happen and they didn't. You understand what I'm saying? Maybe so. But that's why you wait on the evidence. You have the gall to tell people that I don't really know what happened, but you don't start making stuff up. Get there. Don't do that. And I'm not being hostile with you, but I am saying, man, you can't out here be speculating about our children's lives. And that's got to be examined. You identified 3 officers involved in the shooting. Donald Meir, Jessica Dickinson, and Michael Totten. Those names matter. Because naming officers doesn't necessarily make them guilty of anything, but it let us know who is involved. And when we're talking about holding folks accountable, and we asking for the story, we ain't talked to them, but you have, you say, and they done told you a story to where is that you come out here and tell us that the story is that 2 of them or both of them got shot by Dallas, and the story is not true. You, man, who's quarterbacking this thing? Image 4. Who's quarterbacking it? And here's where my training day question becomes even more serious. According to Reverend Devonta Scruggs, spokesperson for the Jett family, IMPD postponed the family's scheduled viewing of the complete unredacted body camera footage. Scruggs said, and my question is why? Scruggs said the family was informed that Officer Jessica Dickinson would first be allowed to view the video because she has not provided her statement regarding the incident. What's the statement got to do with releasing the video? What's the statement got to do with the family getting to see the video? What's wrong with that? Why does the police officer have to see it first? She can see it when she gets in a position to see it. That should not preclude, that should not be a stoppage, that should not be a reason to not let the family see the footage. So that the family, what the family is going to see is not going to be based on what that woman sees, the cop sees, the shooter sees. It's not based on that. It's what they gonna see is what the video shows, not what the woman said happened, not what she thought happened, what don't believe your lying eyes happened. What they see and what they come up with is going to be based on their own thinking. That evidence, man, needs to be gone and released to the family. The forensic evidence shows that one officer apparently was hit by another officer. Dallas ain't shot nobody. Jessica Dixon still has not given her statement. We don't need her statement for the video to be released. So here's a factual question. How did IMPD reach such a definitive public account before every central officer had been provided a formal statement? How you come out here and say that Dallas done shot everybody except himself, and you ain't talked to the people involved, all the people involved? And I'm not accusing you. I'm just asking an investigative question. How do you do that, man? And then I got another question. Why should an officer involved in a shooting, a killing, be permitted to watch the body camera footage before the family members get to see it? What kind of decision or what kind of connection is that? Is that IMPD policy? If it is, it needs to change. There ain't no investigative rationale. And we understand why you be concerned. Because if your police officers are out there shooting each other and in the process taking the life of a young black male, a 21-year-old man, something wrong with that, Kendall. Something wrong with that. And I'm saying that shit, we've got to come up with a solution. Because I'm sick and tired of folks treating their children like that. Treat us like that. Sick and tired of that, man. And I'm not the only one sick and tired of it. Because there's a sister. Her child didn't get killed, but got beat up. Give me that video. And she has a solution.
What would you do if your child went to school, got into an incident, and the next thing you see is a viral video of an officer on top of them, punching them in the face? Because that is exactly why people are outraged over what happened at Fairfield High School.
I already answered the question. So if you'd like to go from the supervisor, you need to come here, you're welcome to come in. He was here for the incident. I used the necessary force to overcome the resistance to a subcommander. So is there any other questions I can answer? That's fine, you can report it down for me. So is there any other questions?
But I mean, if you want to be sure.
A video connected to the arrest of student Maurice Williams has gone viral. And according to reports and the family's account, Officer Bianca Brown used excessive force during the arrest. Now police are saying officers were responding to a fight between students, and they claim the force used was necessary to get the situation under control. But the family and a whole lot of people online are asking a very different question. Necessary or excessive? As shown in the videos, the officer ran up, grabbed him by the hair, slammed him to the ground, punched him multiple times while he tried to cover himself, and then dragged him by the hair after he was already handcuffed. When I watch that video and hear police call those punches distraction strikes, it infuriates me. That is somebody's baby being brutalized by the police. I don't care what high school fight took place. That child and his family deserve justice. We are sick and tired of being brutalized day in and out. It's time to start doing to them what they keep doing to us. It's time out for turning the other cheek. Justice for Maurice Williams.
No peace! No peace! No peace! Police!
Police Chief Dan Marshall says the officer has been reassigned within the...
Come back to me.
Police Chief Dan Marshall.
Now see, that lady, I agree with her. We got to start valuing our life to the degree that we're saying that we're willing to defend our life. You can't treat us like that. If you put our life in peril like that, then you put yours in peril. And we'll stop that. That's what sister is saying. And I agree. Because I don't look at the world. See, if you use the philosophy that they want you to use because you was born here, then you would say, oh, well, yeah, that's acceptable. For them to go out there and beat up on black young men or black children and black people. Kill them. In America, if you're an American and you think like an American because you was born there, then you say, well, yeah, that's all right. That ain't all right with me. So I look at the world from the perspective of where I'm from. Where I'm from, not by where I'm born. Because if I look at it by where I'm from, it says, no, that's no way to treat us. And we'll fight you if you try to treat us like that. That's the philosophy that I have. That's the philosophy that the sister, that's a Pan-African philosophy. What is done to one is done to all. Our brothers and sisters' problems are our problems, and we'll solve them together. You jump on one of us, you done jumped on all of us. Just like them brothers did at the boatyard there in Tennessee. It's time to stand up and say enough. You've been listening to the elder. Unbought, unbossed, and unafraid, and wants to be popular, liked. Lord knows I want to be loved. But if there is a choice between liked, popular, loved, and free, you got to understand that the elder wants to be free. I just got one question for you. You ready? Really? Let it go. Let it go.